All right, we are live here on Facebook, on YouTube, and 939kia.com. It is Country Moves Quarantunes on a Friday night. Jesse Allen with you, and joining me, the wonderful Miss Stephanie Quayle. How are you, dear?
Hi. I mean, this is pretty wild that right now we are virtually everywhere.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy. It's
it's
crazy. We
crazy.
are on Facebook, YouTube, on our website, all at the same time, which blows my mind. I didn't know this technology existed, and I'm pretty tech savvy. I didn't know this until like a couple of days ago. So I think this is really awesome.
That's amazing. I have learned that I am not a virtual girl. I I'm like an 8-track girl in a virtual world right now.
I
No,
love
no
that.
kidding. Maybe I'm like a cassette tape girl. I don't know. It's super interesting that we can, but it's so different.
Yeah, it's totally different. You were telling me before we jumped on, you're farm girl. You're at the farm right now, so you got the farm
Yeah, so
hair going
like
on
you're
and
getting a week's worth of farm hair right here. I don't know about you with quarantine. I don't know how often you wash your hair, but I've got it down about once a week.
yeah, yeah. I mean that works. I mean,
I mean,
where do you have to be? What do you have to do?
here's what I figure. I figure if it gets really bad, the husband's gonna let me know. The husband's gonna be like, you know what, honey, put your farm in the shower.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we have a working farm here in Summerfield, North Carolina. So I've been here for the last like 5 weeks or so.
Wow.
Just so crazy and just helping out on the farm. So today was a day of cattle and miniature creatures and
Yeah.
just doing what we got to do.
Well, that works. That works. We already got a couple of people watching in with us tonight. Conrad and Don says hi,
Oh, hi Don. He's
and
awesome.
Kelsey joined in.
Oh, precious Kelty. Hi Angel.
Love Stephanie Quill. Love her song Winnebago. And I mean, Winnebago, you've played here a couple of times. You played it for
Yep,
the folks at the Winnebago grounds up in Forest City.
absolutely.
I know you played our St. Jude Writers Night. What was that? 2 years ago, I think.
I think it
I
was.
think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, and plus we did the Winnebago tour, so we were all over the place.
Yeah. Which I mean, just thinking, it's amazing how fast time goes because that would have been about 3 years ago then,
Yeah, that
probably.
was 2017.
Yeah.
That was one of the coolest, honestly, one of the best summers of my life
Yeah.
because it came from such an honest place of all the places in the song Winnebago I'd never been to before. So
Hmm.
it was really getting to live out a song and then explore the United States. We did 9,000 miles crisscrossing the country. And
Wow.
if you've never experienced America from just like that slower pace, not just flying in and flying out, because touring is like that. You're in and out. You don't really get to see a town or a city, and it was really awesome. So
Yeah.
I have a special place in my heart for your neck of the woods.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I'd say since that tour, your career's definitely picked up some steam.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about everything that's happened since then with all the new singles. I know the current one, What You Drinking About. Um, I was gonna say
Cheers.
what you drinking about on a Friday
I'll
night.
tell you something. I'm drinking about some things today. Not gonna lie. I'm drinking about some things. This is just grown up tea, children. Yeah, no, I mean, I think we're all kind of, drinking about the same thing right now, a little bit. And then, of course, we all have our, like, what's it all going to look like?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
today was really, I mean, I'm just kind of like, this has been one of those weeks, you just like, there's so much. I feel like time has slowed down a little bit, but also it's on hyper speed.
Yeah.
So it's this interesting juxtaposition of just how to navigate it all.
Hmm.
And I've never been like a Monday through Friday girl.
Hmm.
Like, I never really understood what a Saturday was because Saturdays we do shows, like
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and you're getting home on a Sunday and you take off on a Tuesday. So it's a little weird to like look forward to a Saturday.
Yeah.
It's weird,
It is different.
but it's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's totally, my days are all thrown off. Like
sure.
I gotta like when I wake up in the morning, I look at my phone and I'm like, okay, what day is it? All right, my phone says it's Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
I know I still have to get up and broadcast this morning, because it's like all these days are just rolling into one, and it's crazy, this new normal, this virtual normal that we're in right now.
Yeah.
I hope I never see. I mean, it's cool we're embracing technology and everything, and being able to maybe connect with our friends and families again in some way, whether even virtually. But I hope we don't see a pandemic like this again. This is just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird to even say grateful. I think what's fascinating is that the entire world is going through this at the same time.
Yeah.
And the fact that we all have the connectivity that we do have through social media and such to be able to stay connected, it's really bananas, But I was talking to my dad earlier and I was just like, man, I haven't been able to go home. I've been in North Carolina. I haven't even been to Nashville, let alone Montana. And so that's, I think being someone who's always on the road, I've been on the road, gosh, for the last 7 years of my life at least, if not longer. So to be off the road and not have the ability to just kind of go wherever we got to go, it's definitely unique. It's
very unique
situation for sure.
Very,
I mean,
very
there's so
unique.
many people that are, our first responders and our nurses and our doctors and our, our firemen and our policemen, women, and just, there's so many that are working tirelessly to keep us all safe and healthy. And then there's others that are, can't work right now and being furloughed. And so it's the most like we're all going through something, but nothing is quite what the other one is experiencing. So it's just, I hope we all come out of this a lot nicer and more awesome and having each other's backs.
I agree. I fully agree. Well, Steph, talking music wise, like I said, What You Drink About is the current single. I watched a music video for that here a couple days ago. That was an awesome video.
Thank you. Oh, it was so fun to shoot. That was one of the most fun video shoots I've ever done.
Talk about just the behind the scenes thoughts behind that video. Where'd you guys shoot that, and just give us a backstory on that?
Sure. So I am an ambassador for Bass Pro, and so the Pyramid in Memphis. You've been to St. Jude in Memphis.
Yep.
The Pyramid in Memphis.
You
got your shirt on, of course. Is one of the largest, Bass Pro shops, and then there's also the Big Cypress Lodge right inside.
Yeah.
And so we had one night to shoot this video, and we ended up shooting it there. And the idea was how do we make something just really fun and capture all these different vignettes and moments and relationships and dynamics going on, from the girl who's swiping through her phone, which she shows a fish. And and then the guy who's brokenhearted, and then our amazing bachelorettes, which were my Golden Girls, which were my favorites. I mean, first of all, they outworked all of us.
Yeah,
we were all night. Finally got to 9 a.m. We're all exhausted and ready to go. They're like, all right, let's do another. So, and then of course, having my husband, it was really the first time he got to be the main character.
Yeah.
The main love interest. He was in If I Was a Cowboy. He was in the video, but he's just there barely. He's the silhouetted cowboy that you just kind of see in the background.
Yeah.
And so for this video, I really got to just have fun and try to get him to pay attention to me while being the bartender. And it was hilarious. He's very good at being stoic. He didn't crack once. I was throwing myself on the floor trying to get him to react, and he was just cowboy calm.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
Well, and we're almost at 1 million views on that.
Which is congrats on that, by the way. Fantastic stuff. And I know it's doing well on the charts and everything else. We're talking. This is Country Blues Quarantunes. I don't know if you got your guitar with you. Do you want to play that?
Yeah, can we play it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Perfect. And just for all those that have maybe been watching anything virtual with me, haven't had my hair quite like this. So this is Friday farm hair.
Friday farm hair and
That's
what you drinking about with Stephanie Quayle.
That's some country bouffant right there. You know, you just go with it. I wish you could play with me because of that dang delay.
Yeah, I was going to say the delay, that would probably ruin. We'd be just enough off that would just make it a total mess.
They'd be like, man, they are the worst.
I don't know how the delay is.
Let's just give it like 5 seconds. Just come on.
What key are you in, Steph?
So I'm playing C formation, capo 3, but I'm tuned, regular.
You're tuned regular? Okay.
Yeah, I'm nothing fancy. Yeah. Perfect. You'll do all the solos. And I'll call you out, and this will be amazing. And for all y'all watching, first of all, this is going to be the most glorious train wreck.
This is the first time somebody has asked me to play during the Quarantunes. So
really?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Look at these. Where are my muscles? I don't know what to do with my hands. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'll follow along. You go, girl.
All right, you just do you and
go,
listen. This, like you know the song. You play the song. Perfect. If my math is right, you're about 3 drinks in. Barstool sitting with Jack and Jim, taking their advice. Neon lights. Looks like you could use a friend. What you drink about? Boy, let's talk it out. Did you lose your one only? Are you lonely? Should get you another round. Slow the jukebox down. It's probably none of my business. I'm just thinking out loud. What you drink about? No, I can't resist those tipsy heartbroken guys, and I can't lie. I could stay here all night. Cold hours still last strong. Maybe you can have them all. Tell me what's on your mind. What you drink about? Boy, let's talk it out. Did you lose your one lonely? Are you lonely? Should I get you another round? Slow the jukebox down. It's probably none of my business. I'm just thinking out loud. What you drinking about? Hey, Jesse. What you drinking about? Boy, let's talk it out. Did you lose your one lonely? What you drinking about? Boy, let's talk it out. Did you lose your one lonely? Are you lonely? Should I get you another round? Slow the jukebox down. It's probably none of my business. Go ahead, give him a little lick. I'm just thinking out loud. What you drinking about? What you drinking about? What you drinking about? What you drinking about? Oh man, I can't wait to watch that back.
I want to watch that back. I want to see just how out of sync we were. Just
I mean, is anyone commenting? Are they like, why are they doing this?
If anybody was just watching that, let us know just how much out of sync we were. We don't have any comments about that yet.
I mean, here's the truth. Did we have fun?
Yes, I had fun.
Perfect.
That's the first time I played your song, by the way. So
I love it.
Yeah. Kind of just, I mean, I've heard it a zillion times, but you know.
I mean, it's a very difficult chord progression. So no, you did great. That's
Sherry
fun.
says
Sherry says it was okay.
So we must have been off just enough.
Sherry, were we off just enough to make it like, it hurts?
It was an A for effort, though.
A for effort. She's amazing.
Christine said it was awesome.
Christine, we love you, Christine. Sherry's amazing. She's a phenomenal member of the Flock of Quayle, our fan family. And I just actually, one of my last performances before the whole quarantine, I got to see her on the West Coast and just get some, I love our fans. So this is really wild, to be virtually performing. I can't wait for one of those times when we can just, be in person. I get asked, like, what's the first thing you're going to do when you get out of this, stay home world? I'm going to be like running to strangers, hugging them. I'll probably be I'll be going to jail for hugging.
Yeah, I think that's going to become a crime. Like, hugging will be a felony or something.
I'm just going to ask in advance and be like, listen, I'm coming in for a hug. Are you good with it or are you not? Seriously. What are you drinking?
Right now, I have water. I did not grab an adult beverage yet.
I've got some water too. That's good. That's a giant jug of water.
This is it's a hydro jug. I believe it's a half gallon. Yeah.
It's bigger than your head. Look at that.
It's about the same size as my head.
It's a half gallon of water. How many of those do you drink a day?
I try to drink at least 3, maybe 4.
That's amazing.
I try. I did play some golf this afternoon late, so
you did
that. Well, okay, attempted to play golf. Let's put it that way.
Are you a golfer?
I am not a golfer. I try.
I can drive a golf cart. That's about the level of as I sit back in my ranch where I'm like, I can drive a golf cart.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
No, I don't golf.
Yeah.
Did you play 9?
I just
play 9 holes?
Yeah, I'll go. I went and play. I played 18 holes this afternoon.
You did?
Yeah.
How many?
How
many?
I was playing.
What number you want to get to?
What's that?
Like, what's the number that's like you go home and you're like, woohoo!
I mean, you want to shoot par, which would most courses are like 36 shots is par for 9 holes. And I played best ball. I played with a friend today to where you both hit, and then whoever's ball is the farthest ahead or whatever, then you'll move and go hit from there.
Okay.
That's how that works. I think we shot, I want to say we were 6 over par. So
if par, is that 4?
So 36 was par, so we shot a 42 today.
Okay.
So
that's good, right?
Mainly my teammate, not me. I just, I just look good when I go golf. I'll put on the golf attire.
Yeah.
And the slacks and the shoes and everything, and I'll just look good.
So I feel like I'd be Vince Gill on the golf course. I've heard Vince Gill stories on the golf course where he he'll throw down a little. Yeah. And I feel that I would get very frustrado, which is Spanish, I believe, for frustrated. I mean, I have gone to Top Golf and done, what's that called? The driving range.
Sherry asked if you like mini golf.
Yeah, well, mini golf, I'm as competitive. Listen, it doesn't matter if it's mini or if it's the real deal. I get very intense. Like I'm not good at failing. It makes me mad.
Yeah, I'm a perfectionist too. I get competitive.
Unless I'm going into it going that like, listen, I have no business doing this anyhow, so this is just going to be a show, so we're just going to have a good time.
That works.
Yeah.
Sherry had a question for you, by the way. I should go
Oh,
back to this.
yes.
She said, "What's the process of releasing a song as your next single on radio?"
Ooh.
Do you want to? Can you
Wow,
give her
that's a
like the?
good one.
Can you give her
Sure.
the condensed version of that one?
The
We could
condensed version
we could
of
get really
yours
deep into that.
for sure. So it depends. So we'll just go with what you're drinking about since that's the current single, and we'll just stay in that lane. So we will record music, and then we'll kind of see what's resonating internally with our team, and most importantly for me is going to the fans and performing it live. I mean, that's where I really see songs translate or not. Like there's some songs I've been so super excited about, and then I play them live, and it's like, wah, wah, wah. Like, okay, that song's out.
Yeah.
And so with What You're Drinking About, we wrote the song, and then it wasn't until we recorded the song that we're like, oh, we might have something here. And then while we're in that process, we were playing it out of time, and it was really resonating with the fans and with new
Yeah.
listeners, and so it felt like the right next step. If I Was a Cowboy was such a proclamation, and the title track off the EP, and the video in Montana and everything, it felt like the perfect follow up to that. And also the message has the personality, right? And the video and all that. But also when you think about the depth of that message and that question,
Mm-hmm.
it's got layers. And I think that's why it's really resonated with the listener, because it not only is a song you can just sing along to and it's easy, but then there's also this like, man, what am I drinking about tonight? What is going on?
Mm-hmm.
And so, and then from there, it's putting a plan in place from marketing and promotion and how to really get it to the listener, from radio to do tons of press, and just make your way. And then really the song has to do its work for itself. There's only so much you can do, and then the song either finds its voice,
Mm-hmm.
or you have to find another song. It's a
Yeah.
very interesting, it's an interesting process.
Very interesting. And you think about the radio side, like someone like me, your label brings a song
Yeah.
to someone like me, and then all of the hundreds of how many programmers out there, they have to like it to want to get it on the air, and then
Right.
listeners need to like it, and so it's there's so many steps involved.
Yeah. And how many songs do you think you guys get approached with a week?
Uh,
Just because I think a lot of people don't realize that it's not just like, radio stations don't just hear a song and then they play it. There's a whole process.
yeah, there's a whole process. I'd say weekly, I'll get probably 40 to 50 new songs a week on my desk.
Wow.
But I'll get asked about anywhere from 50 to 150. I mean, it just
Sure.
varies. It because I'll get asked about so many songs a week, and even songs
Yeah.
I'm playing, I'll get asked about. Well, hey, is this doing well? Play it more, yada yada yada. So
Right.
there's a whole process behind the scenes, and some programmers are different. Some have to follow a corporate model, and some are their own animal. It's
So
crazy.
do you find that you discover new music the most through, because you have access to songs so much in advance compared to everybody else, right?
Yeah.
Do you find that you find it that way, or do you find it through social media? Like, where do you feel like you get the most ingestion of new music?
Both,
Yeah.
because I think the thing is that streaming, Spotify, Apple Music, all of that stuff, social media, online, um, Instagram, Facebook, everything. That's
Yeah.
so much as part of radio now.
Yeah.
It has to be, and music distribution, to where I might hear a song from somebody that's not getting any radio love and go, that should be on the radio.
Right.
It's but I'm one of those weird ones that I mean I listen to music
Well, you're also a musician and a songwriter, so you listen to it from a
different perspective.
From a much, so we say, so Christine, who was saying hi earlier, you know, she says when a song changes her chemistry, that's when she knows that there's something there. And so that's kind of how we navigate new songs. If it's something I've written or if it's a song that's been pitched to me, it's like, did it change your chemistry? Did it make you stop what you're doing and play it again? Or in my case, like, I know if I'm going, okay, how do I play it? What are the words? Like, I need, especially if it's a song that I haven't written. Like, if I'm being pitched a song, I'm like, okay, wait, what were they saying? And then I have to learn it, because I don't know if you've ever experienced this where you'll hear a song, you'll be like, I'm obsessed with this song, but then you sing it and it just doesn't fit. It's a smash, but it's not my smash. And the voice really has to match, and the song has to match the voice and everything, because otherwise it's like building magic, which sounds ridiculous, but it's true. Like, everything has to collide just perfectly to get all those elements. And I think that's what also really makes a song successful, is when it so fits the voice that's coming, that's, you know, that's its vessel, right?
Exactly. Sherry added on to that. She said, why do you think artists are choosing to release EPs versus full albums? I think we both could answer that, but I'll let you.
No, you first. I want to hear what you think.
I think it's just for the simple reason. I mean, obviously, cost is a thing for a lot of people, but I just think it's a matter of wanting to have more content out there on a more regular basis. When you can release an EP or release a single every month, you're staying fresh in people's minds.
I think that, and to just add to that, Sherry, I think that because consumption is so fast, you know, we are, you know, a song can be out. So What You're Drinking About came out in August. And you know, it's almost May, and it's really starting to gain momentum. For a lot of people, when you think of the lifespan of a song at radio, it can be a year plus, 52 weeks plus. And then with streaming, people are putting out music all the time. So it's like we're all being given so much to consume. Is how do you keep up with it? So I would say that a lot of times people are releasing EPs because they can do the frequency. They can keep releasing music, and albums kind of have this grandiose, like, this is a completed book project, right. And whereas an EP is like, well, here's a part of it, but this is not the whole thing. So I think that there's more leniency, would you say? Like, that kind of, like, there's more movement with that.
I think so. Well, and one more little point with what you said, you know, sometimes there's songs that are right now on radio might take a year. And then there's some songs that you might have it on the chart for 8 to 10 weeks and it goes number one and it's gone. It's either really fast or it takes a long time. And I've seen that change in the last.
It's really slow burn.
The last 7 years.
That's true, though. It's true. And I think it's no song and no artist are the same. There's no way to know until you know. Exactly. And the only way you know is by figuring it out.
Thinking about your last album, you know, If I Was a Cowboy, what was your favorite song on there?
Oh man, I would say that from a songwriting perspective, Evel Knievel is such a game changer for me. Not only because I wrote the song with Tori Tullier and Karen Kozowski, and they are both extraordinary songwriters, but the song is about a daredevil from Montana. And me being from Montana, and there being a poster on Karen's wall in her studio when we were writing, an Evel Knievel poster, right? And then to be able to parlay that into a relationship with Harley Davidson and have my mom teach me how to ride motorcycles and us be able to share that with the world for Mother's Day, and the message of this like fearlessness and perseverance and having that faith and hope even when everything's kind of feeling like it's falling apart.
Mm-hmm. That
whole picture, which is like layered and layered, like that's like super mega lasagna. That gets me, you know? And I think that what's interesting as a songwriter to listen to a song to be motivated is that's a song I go to.
Sure.
I can't speak for Tori and Karen, but that's a song that I will reach to, that I will sing to myself while I'm riding so I'm a new motorcycle rider. Like I just got a Harley like a month ago. So I'm a newbie.
Yeah.
And so for me, like to have those words, you know, or in moments where in business that are feeling in flux, you know, to just keep that mentality of perseverance. Sure. Like even when it's all, you know, feels like it's falling apart.
Yeah.
You know, to run like a wild horse. So yeah. that would probably be the one that I could pontificate on for hours, because I just love what it says.
Yeah.
And being a female singer-songwriter artist with two other female writers writing about a male daredevil that did these wild things, but then to, you know, just like shrink it down to you're your greatest asset.
Yeah.
Chase it. Go for it.
That's awesome. You want to play that one for us?
Say that again?
You want to play that one for us?
Sure. I'd love to. Good segue.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping we'd go there. I was setting you up for that.
Oh, cool. I love this one. And it's one I can play because, you know, that's always a good thing. Can you hear me okay, Jesse? Am I yelling at you?
What's that?
I'm not yelling, am I?
No, you're good.
Okay, good. I'm in my little makeshift office at the farmhouse here on the farm. And this room was echoing so bad, I bought a little rug off Amazon just to try to absorb some of the sound. And I couldn't get home before we started, so I just came up here and I'm just hoping it's all okay.
No, you sound good. It sounds good.
Perfect. All right, this is Evel Knievel. You say you got a dream, everybody got a dream. How are you gonna do it? It's easier to be living like you're asleep and never follow through with it. How do you jump when you can't see the bottom? Playing the cards you don't know you got. Just one part crazy, one part leap of faith. Hey, run like a wild horse, chasing that sun, even if you're all out of breath. Aiming your arrow straight for the stars, even if you can't see them yet. Ain't no one born with nerves of steel. Sometimes we gotta take our hands off the wheel to fly like an eagle, like Evel Knievel. You say you got a heart, nobody got a heart that hasn't been torn up. It takes a little risk, maybe wanna quit, but it's all a part of. All the mountains, valleys, roller coasters pull you in and push you over. Find your wings on the way down. Yeah, you find out. Run like a wild horse, chasing that sun, even if you're all out of breath. Aiming your arrow straight for the stars, even if you can't see it. Ain't no one born with nerves of steel. Sometimes we gotta take our hands off the wheel to fly like an eagle, like Evel Knievel. Just one part crazy, one part leap of faith. Even if you're going down the flames, run like a wild horse. Hear me roar. Run like a wild horse, chasing that sun, even thrown out of breath. Aiming your arrow straight for the stars, even if you can't see your head. Ain't no one born with nerves of steel. Sometimes we gotta take our hands off the wheel to fly like an eagle, like Evil Knievel, like Evil Knievel.
Awesome. Stephanie Quayle with us here. Hey Steph, Sherry was asking play some more music. You got one more maybe you want to do for us?
Oh yeah, can I play something brand new?
Yeah, go for it. Whatever. There are no rules to the Quarantunes. It is
Well, I love playing this one. This one, we're actually recording this right now virtually. Okay. Outside of vocals, we have, like, up in this office just a couple days ago, I was doing a Zoom video, but then we were listening to audio tracks through my thumb. It was crazy. Listening to the audio in real time while watching the Zoom of, our guitarist playing on the song. So I will say this, innovation during challenging times is so phenomenal. Like when you think about a month and a half ago, us thinking that we would be able to be in different places, having this kind of opportunity, and listen, make no mistake, times are very difficult and challenging for so many people. And what you do and what I do is we try to bring hope and joy through the power of music. And positivity, and that's our job. And it's making the most of these kinds of times. And so when we look back a year from now and think about right now, this Friday night, here we are, doing what we do. So as bizarre as it all is, it's the innovation is really, it excites me, because I think that you just see people expanding their beliefs, from like you can't to find a way. And I'm a cowboy, so that's our that's how we roll. But this one, I can't wait to play this one with you. So you have to learn this. It's not recorded yet, so where you can like really get it down. But it's not that hard. But when I come to town, we're gonna have to play this one together, because it's just. Deal. It's just too much fun. Or when you come to Nashville, either way. Yeah,
deal.
It's called Lone Ranger, and it's. I love the one I'm with, and that's it. And if I had to ride with another one, I'd rather be a Lone Ranger. I mean, wouldn't you want someone to write a song like that for you?
I love that. That's awesome.
All right, you gotta let me know what you think.
All right, here we go.
Well, what are you going to say? I hate it. I'm sorry to put you on the spot. But this is, oh my gosh, could you imagine? Oh, geez. There's no telling what they'd ever do with me. You brand my heart so good, you ruin me. Your love's like tattoo ink, they coming up for me. And even your memory would get the best of me. Rather be a Lone Ranger, better off bring some lonesome sunset chasing. 'Cause there ain't no moving on. Rather heartbreak be my friend, and love be a stranger. 'Cause if I had to ride with someone else and not you, rather be a lone ranger. Try to tell me there'd be another you. I hear what you're saying, but I ain't hearing you. With anybody I know, I'm never gonna see you. No, baby, it's all about you. Rather be a lone ranger. Better off be some lonesome sunset chaser. 'Cause the radio moving on. Rather heartbreak be my friend. Love be a stranger. 'Cause after hours, someone else and not you. Rather be a lone ranger. Rather be a lone ranger. Better off be some lonesome sunset chaser. 'Cause the radio moving on. I'd rather be a lone ranger. Better off be some lonesome sunset chaser. 'Cause the radio moving on. Rather heartbreak be my friend. Love be a stranger. 'Cause if I had to ride with someone else and now you. I'd rather be a lone ranger. Rather be a lone ranger.
I love the hook. I love that.
Thank you.
That is good.
It's the husband approves.
The husband approved. That's good.
Yeah. At first he's like, wait a minute. And I'm like, no, get the meaning. And then he's like, all right. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
He didn't really say dope, but in my mind he said dope. Extra dope. Dopey dope, dope, dope.
Dopey dope, dope, dope. Well, hey, Steph, I appreciate you taking some time to join us tonight here on Quarantunes. And for folks tuning in, where can they find you? Social media, website, all that good stuff.
All the places where you can spell Quayle. I am there. Right next to Dan Quayle and Steve Quayle. There's no end to the amount of Quayles you can find online. But yeah, StephanieQuayle.com, Instagram, YouTube. I'm even on the TikTok.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. No, I don't dance, but my miniature creatures do.
All right, so I'm gonna get my TikTok out when we're done, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna find you on TikTok. So I'm just learning the world.
Things.
I'm just learning the TikTok world.
Listen, imagine how many, teenage humans, right, are. I mean, they have no school. They're hanging out at home, making dance moves. I mean, Jesse, we have a lot of work to do to even be TikTok acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you learn a little TikTok dance? Send it to me. I'll learn a little TikTok dance, and then we can TikTok together.
This could be interesting. All right, I'll have to go find a TikTok dance that I could actually do. That's gonna be the first.
Can you make sure it only has like 2 moves, because that's all I got.
I'm with you. I am so with you.
Perfect.
It's like 1.5. So.
Yeah. Like, imagine if it's just 1 move. We could do that.
I could do the 1 move. I'm coordinating.
Yeah. Okay? So when you go to the club, when you're dancing in the club, what's your move? Your dance move.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if I'm going to dance with a girl, like I would just be like, all right, you know what? I will 2-step with you, sort of, and I will spin you a couple times and maybe dip you once, and that's all.
Quasi swing.
Yeah. Like no, none of that. Like it's very basic, and it's honestly like my 2-step's not that good.
So wait. But do you do this one? This is my brother's favorite move.
Okay. I am a little bit above that. That's a good move, though.
I mean, because you know you got your drink and you're just like, he's really shy.
Yeah.
But see, you've got like swagger.
A little bit.
He's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's gonna be so mad at me for calling him out. Love you, Nate.
I'm not doing any dabbing though or anything. I'm not doing the dab or anything.
Yeah, I mean that just looks like you're sneezing into your elbow now.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Which
like,
I mean, I guess that's what we're supposed to do. You know, a bit everything. So
I know there's, I mean, so many things to do.
Well, hey, I appreciate you joining us tonight. Thank you. Hang on for a second. I'll end the live and we can, say our goodbye real quick. But thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. And again, round of applause virtually for Miss Stephanie Quayle. And again, thank you for tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, and on 939kia.com tonight. We'll be back Monday with Dave McElroy, so looking forward to that. Everyone have a great Friday night and have a good weekend.